the perception, photography to me is creating work for myself, work that means something to me. My work has to revolve around people. It's very important for me to connect with people, show emotion. I think it helps me work through the difficulties I've had in my life, growing up in a very, very dysfunctional home. It's easy for me to connect with emotions with people, get them to a place that I could draw something out of them. Photography to me is really about connection, about connecting with people, and almost making a friend every single time I shoot somebody. And I think that the exhibiting my work is very secondary. The true joy comes from collaborating with my sitter. Well, first I want to make the statement that not everybody's a photographer because they walk around with this phone and take pictures and hit a button that creates a look. These people are button pushers, Rarely do many of them have an idea. A photographer has an idea and works hard at achieving great results at his idea that he has, and spends 6 months, a year, 10 years, a lifetime on a project. Where today, it's wonderful that people are taking pictures with their cameras. It's wonderful and that they're sharing, and that they're getting a little bit of a buzz from sharing and having 24 people like their image. But they're not photographers. There's a big difference between people who eat, sleep, screw photography. I mean, photography is part of my life every single day. Every day. If I'm not creating a picture, I'm in a book looking at photography. If I'm not creating a picture, I'm in a gallery, a museum. I'm in a conversation with somebody about photography. It's my life. So we have, today we have photographers, and then we have button pushers that are looking to get a little bit excited because somebody pushes the like button on their phone. So there's a big difference. The idea of homage to the masters came through an illness that I had. About 4 years ago, I came down with a stage 4 cancer. And when you have a situation like this in your life, you have time to think, because for maybe 6, 7, 8 months, I couldn't work. So you lie there and you hope and you pray that maybe you'll be able to return and someday do another great project. It gave me the time to think about how I had been inspired by so many photographers to take the important portrait of somebody, to really spend the time with somebody and grab a moment of their life that is worth sharing to the world. And I thought about the photographers that changed the way I think about portraiture. Irving Penn was the first one. When I was 16 years old, I opened up an American photography magazine and I saw the beautiful portrait of Pablo Picasso and the great French poet, theater actress, Colette. And at 16 years old, knowing nothing about photography, I knew I was looking at something that I had to indulge the rest of my life in. The process, a lot of people ask me, how long did it take you to shoot this project? And, I must say that it took me 40 years. It took me 40 years of experience to truly understand light. Light is the most important element in every single one of these images. And every photographer uses a different style of light. So it took a great understanding of light to be able to recreate somebody else's light. It is much, much, much more difficult to recreate somebody's light than to grab any single light that you can and create a light for yourself. So it took me a tremendous time to understand light. But then we would take each image for a year and a half. We would take the imagery, we would Google them, we would blow them up really, really, really big, and we would dissect every single little element. The thread on the coat, the embroidery in the Picasso shot, the little light in the eye. Because the light in the eye helped me determine what kind of light that each photographer was using. And so I didn't have the lights that Edward Curtis was using in 1905. I didn't have the outdoor light that Dorothy Lange used in 1930s. But I understood how to create a very, very, very similar light. So it's about doing my homework. I did my homework very thoroughly. I did the research, and then I hire very, very good people to work with me. Really great stylists who understand the clothing, the wardrobe, the material. Very great hair and makeup people who understood the hair that we needed, where it was able to go to Hollywood or to wig makers and get just the perfect strand of hair made. You have to work, this work was a collaboration. Yes, I get most of the honor, but truly, there's a lot of people involved. It takes an army to create an image like this here. And then, the special collaboration with John. I'm not sure anybody else could have done that. There's a lot of wonderful actors out there. You look at Sean Penn, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant actor. William Dafoe, wonderful actor. But could have they pulled off all 41 of these and really given me such similarities to the originals? I don't know.